But the reason I'm giving it about 8 is because I think you have blundered on two areas. One, leaving out a Shreyas Iyer. One, leaving out a Yashasvi Jaiswal. And leaving out even a Prasidh Krishna. For me, because you have been seeing latest IPL results as well, and that is, something that they've looked at. How Harshit Rana comes ahead of a Prasidh, who's because in Gill's case, you said he's also scored 700 runs. That's what was said in the PC, right? In the Test matches, you can't really ignore that. That is what was told in the PC. Then similarly, you cannot ignore one of your highest wicket takers in the Test series in Prasidh Krishna, despite the fact that he didn't play all Test matches. And you cannot ignore the fact that he finished as the highest wicket taker in the IPL as well. How Harshit Rana, who I don't even think is in the top 15 wicket takers of this last IPL, supersedes him to get into the squad, beats me. I know maybe when they even make the 11, there'll be a good chance that Harshit plays there. I think there could be a possibility that, he's the second of the fast bowler, even Arshdeep misses out. And they might play Harshit because of his batting abilities. I don't know whether that's the reason that they've gone with. But even then, that I feel is a bit of a cop-out every time you come up with that this person has another skill, which is not really an outstanding skill. Like, I know Harshit can get runs, but I'm not going to rate much on his batting. Much like you can't take Tilak Verma as an all-rounder. I know he can bowl, but you're not going to look at him as a bowling all-rounder. So with that, I think these are three big omissions. And with the extension of three big omissions, I still feel that two people who've made it instead of these players, and I'm not doubting the ability of these two players who I'm going to talk about, but the ones that miss out in comparison, I still feel that these players lack a bit. One, I think, is Shubman in that sense. I know he's the prince and he's your test captain who's been in fine form and he's done well in the IPL as well. But in comparison to how Shreyas plays this sport or how Yashasvi has been playing so far in this format, I still think these two were ahead of Shubman Gill. And similarly, I know Rinku bats a little lower down the order, but for me, between Shivam Dube and Rinku, I could have added Shivam Dube, but because again they'll say he's got another skill in him being a bowler and he can bowl, though he hardly ever bowls. I would have still had a Shreyas Iyer ahead of a Rinku.